Great God's War Call.
Hi, I'm Go for starting this off.
Rex Service here.
The episode someone else kind of Ryder Hopkins.
Dang.
It's me, your boy, Zakaris.
The Fortress Maker, Felix.
And I am your DM. Welcome back to Misroll Adventures, where the players make plans and horribly execute them. In the last one, they fought off about a third of the pirates' forces at the ship in the port before the ship itself began to become a weapon and explode. But Felix inexplicably made a wall of force protecting everybody, and pretty much in one of the docks itself, like hid out from the explosion that rang out extremely loudly. Proceeding to then fend off the rest of them, they now stand at the docks. The ship in tatters, in literal pieces, blown all across the water. This sulfuric ash seeming to cover a decent amount of the ocean itself. The given surroundings tattered in flames and forced breath emanating everywhere. What is all of your plans? For the first time as well, you can also see Ryder has a distinctly dark shadow. So, I mean, it's still daylight. There's still plenty of light all over the place, but Ryder in particularly has this shadow that stretches out just a little bit further than average.
You? Are you becoming a vampire?
Go for it. I bite his neck.
Damn.
No,
That's
I just
Iris' job.
Damn.
I just say it's one of my abilities. I can take shape of whoever we killed, a humanoid person, and I could just know what they think. The daughter at the time when we killed them. So I have
Wow.
all this information.
What do you know?
Remember those ones that got away from the fight?
Those 8 that left some
You mean
reason.
those ones over there? I point up to the 8 that are
Yes.
running away.
Oh yeah, they're
We're
running
going-
into effectively the forest. There's still like large plumes of palm trees. The trees themselves are also exceptionally large. They stem probably about 30-ish feet up, as just the trunks.
I was over there where they're running towards is a grove where they keep all their valuables. And if
Pointing
in
at
case
the
of this, something like this, yeah, in case of this would happen, if someone would attack them, they would hold up there, fortified from the attackers.
So what's our next move then?
So I can't think of anything besides like them just staying there until like things die down, right?
How many boats do they have? The
Uh,
other
s-
ports.
From the other ports. Let me look my notes.
I thought this is the only port they have because we swam around the island, didn't we?
Went around the whole island?
No,
No,
it's-
you just rounded the port. The island is several, like, a good couple dozen miles across. You would not have had enough wild shape to circle the entire island. You did a pass to check the whole port, but you did not check the whole island itself.
We checked the first port we saw.
Yeah, you did a round pass to check the port and then get a safe enough distance away.
So
It was mentioned that there were 2 other ones.
do I know if there's boats there or?
That's what I'm looking up. I'm trying to see if I wrote it down in my notes. In total, there are 4 boats. 2 on each. Seems that this one for the Fosta Isles that's closest to Lewes Bridge is the one that they use for transporting, well, I guess taking from Lewes Bridge. so they focus on these points. The two other ports, I'm zooming in super far into the Fosta Isles, so that way I can at least zoom in. There's one not too far up on the northern end of the island, and one on the southern end, near Zakara.
Well, I let them know
More like-
that.
It's more like diagonal. It's like over where that like point is on the right bit of the hump in the Fosta Isle.
What do you guys think?
And then where's the mountain sort of?
Directly in the center.
I don't think we should well, leave these guys to do what leave these guys alone.
Oh no, no, they're all gonna burn.
No.
Yes. Especially because Gopher has some beef with them.
Beef, you say?
Yes.
It's very beefy.
We
so-
just
Wow.
we're gonna need to at least take one of these boats that back to Luz Bridge so they can come over here and take all their ship back.
The ship.
That is true. Luz Bridge was all their ships were destroyed as the Green Flame Blade pirates decided to just remove. I think it's that way they couldn't.
Naming themselves after a cantrip.
Yeah. Didn't say they
I
were
guess the
smart.
real question is how do we
or
want to?
creative rather. They're smart, just not creative.
Well, they're not smart. They're captain smart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Might not even been her that named it. She might have just taken the helm.
That's fair. These are people who were willing to just stand next to a ship to explode it.
Dedication. They thought they would win by doing it.
Fucking psychos.
Another bit of information for you, Ryder. You would know
Ah.
that all of the ships that are at the Fosta Isles will do that.
Ah.
Since you've now had time to sort of sift through the information.
Does he know how they do it? Do they just pump it full of sulfur?
Yeah, they basically inline the interior of it. It's in the woodwork, and when it starts to take damage and
good.
get shifted, it's in between boards. It's like a insulated. It's
These
it's
people
like
are idiots.
yeah. Well, I mean, the whole
So
purpose
much
of it is a
can't
contingency.
them
It's a
and they blow
contingency
up.
plan. Well, they're not great. It's not great. It's a plan. Never said the plan
It's
was
a
great.
contingency plan that's horrible. Anyone gets in boat combat with them and they explode.
Well, the ships aren't meant for boat combat. They are meant as they will charge forwards and attack. This is really funny. Who put the tiniest little green dot next to Dragon Spear labeled as Feywild entrance? That is the tiniest dot and text
Wait, where?
I've ever seen.
Where?
Look next to Dragon Spear. Zoom
Yeah.
250% in. There's a dot
Oh.
labeled Feywild
Yeah, huh.
entrance.
Huh.
I literally
that?
couldn't read it from the top.
Yeah, you did that.
It looked
How long
like
has that
part of
been
the.
there?
I didn't put it there. I don't have no idea. That's awesome. Holy shit. Anyways,
Funny enough, from what I remember, wouldn't it be Wouldn't over here be closer to where it actually was?
No, not really, because it was the mud and stuff from Dragonsphere. Or it was on the not the mud. It was from the path going upwards, so they crossed the water.
It was
this
past
way.
all the big giant mud pit, which I thought was like a decent way from Dragonspear.
It is a decent way, but it doesn't matter. Beside the point. What do you guys want to do? The thing is with the ship is that the ships
Oh.
themselves are very durable. It takes a lot to create this initial spark that will sift through the insulated portions because the figure piece needs to be damaged enough to release the sulfur. So it's not just that it has it inlaid inside of it. The package is in the figure piece. So once that takes damage, then it sifts throughout the ship.
So Ryder knows their basic planning.
Yep.
Basic, yeah, that they take all the valuables and they hold up in the grove.
Does he know the path and the way they would fortify it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do I know any secret ways in? That's
Not secret way. Well, You would know that they hole up cannons inside the place. Cannons are a pretty major portion of their defense. This guy probably would not know of the secrets that the captain holds. You know that the captain does hold secrets, but only to those most trusted to her. And this guy is not one of them. Being that he was a peon that was meant to steal from Luz Bridge. And he knows it,
So
unfortunately.
he doesn't know the basic layout of the caves and
He
basic
knows...
traps?
He knows the basic layouts, does not know of any traps, though. If there are even traps. This guy is fairly confident in his pirate crew that he has been associated with. As nobody has seemed to attack them on the Fosta Isle for quite a while.
so I would know about all the traps and such too, yeah.
If this guy does not
the
know
way
the traps. Traps on the way there, this man has never experienced any traps on the way there. He's never put together any, let alone been a part of it.
Curses. If you guys ask me, I kind of want to go finish these guys off.
Gonna finish them off with both hands?
Yeah?
By the way, in order to, just so that we're also covering this, to gain any, this is why you didn't gain any of the information during the fight, is because you have to use the disguise to learn of the information.
Ah. Gotcha.
So, to gain any of this, you would be in your disguise.
Gotcha. Okay.
We'll assume that we'll retcon to say that you're doing that, just so that way you have it.
Okay.
Because my assumption is you guys plan to take a short rest, if you guys are, because then you can use the capture shadow thing again anyways, so.
True. Yes.
Although you retain the shadow until you finish a long rest, so.
how long would it take to take a boat and sail to Luz Bridge and back with some people so they can start taking their stuff back?
Well, to get a boat and go. The reason why the whale was so much faster is because they can go through Widow's Rock, and also the whale moves faster than the ship. It would be at least 3 days from the northern port to go to coast around Widow's Rock. So 3 days to and 3 days back.
How many days till the siege?
8.
8.
Are you a full bard, Jordan, or no?
Yeah, full bard.
So you have shadow lore. The 14th
oh, I
the
do,
14th
yeah.
feature?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's if I talk to someone though for a straight minute, but everyone's dead, so you know.
Damn.
Yeah. Pretty sure it's only humanoid too, isn't it? Right? Or just anyone who understands my language.
One
yeah.
creature of your choice
I know this.
that you can hear.
Yes.
Needs to share a language.
Hey, Zacchaeus, you want to talk for a minute?
Sure, what's up, buddy?
Hubba, for a minute. Oh, look, a minute talk.
That was a fast minute.
What have you
It's-
done to him?
Also, you do not need to be talking to the creature for 1 minute. It's just you whisper a phrase as an action to one creature within 30 feet.
Gotcha. Hey, Zacchaeus, here's a secret.
I'm pregnant.
You basically charm the person.
Yeah.
Hey. Have you
Oh,
ever
God.
been so hot? Hell is pretty lonely, you know.
Except that it is that they hear you
They think I'm gonna
whispering their
reveal your
most
biggest
mortifying their most mortifying secret.
You already know all my big secrets. I don't know what else you can possibly
No,
say.
my underwear. How'd you know I go commando?
Oh God.
So,
Have you ever seen a tiefling's penis?
Oh, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Want to see it again?
Oh God.
So, what do you guys want to
Yes.
do? You have a few options in front of you. You can either you can whale back to Luz Bridge in probably about like 4 hours or so. You could coast around the sides of the Fosta Isle to try to get a better hold of the ships, or you can make your way towards the Grove, which is in the center inside the mountain that seems to blossom upwards.
Mr. Shadow Rider. How many
Yes.
ways into this grove are there?
From what I could tell, one. Well, honestly, I
There's
don't
three.
know.
There's 3
I
in
guess I
total.
should say. Oh, 3? Oh,
3
I do know.
entrances in total.
There are 3. Would I know which one's the most heavenly fortified? Fortified?
Yes. It's not that it's more fortified. It's that it is Laura's. It's Laura's den where she would actually stay the night and sleep and held the most valuables of her own there.
Okay.
And that one is in the direction where the people were running. So it's on your side of the mountain.
Yes.
There's effectively an
lead
entrance
this
at
way.
there's effectively an entrance at each port side specifically.
I'll let everyone know.
The captain's quarters, you say?
Yes. If you go through that way, it'll be maybe the least suspected from what this guy knew.
They wouldn't expect a direct assault on their most fortified position.
For what I know from this guy, though, this captain is very, very crafty, though. Apparently, she's a G. It's like one of the smartest people was on the seas, this guy said, man, this guy's sipping over her, huh?
She's a very good strategist, and though a lot of the designs did not get devised from her, they were somehow funded.
Oh, funded.
This guy does not know how.
Ah, so she's getting help from the outside.
Well, I'm sure we can figure out who the fuck is helping her.
Yeah.
What? No! What? Who could you be talking about? Lose Bridge, obviously.
Gophers is secretly funding.
Go for it, Humphrey.
Well, she can have all the strategy she wants, but quite honestly, I don't think she could stop us even if she wanted to.
Yeah. You might be right with that.
So,
We going in? Did we already take a short rest?
If you guys want to take a short rest, you can. I did not do it yet because I was waiting for you guys to decide what you wanted
Maybe
to do.
take a short rest now. It will give them time to fortify. But then, if we do it, don't do it, we will go in not fully ready, I guess.
Damn.
Well, how much would a short rest help everybody on health-wise? Because
Yes. Yes.
a short rest would literally not do me any good. I get nothing back.
Would it benefit anyone here? I guess we should ask.
I'd get 2 spell slots back. That's
Yeah,
it.
get my
Yeah.
action surge back and get some health back.
Well, we're gonna have to walk anyway, right?
Your boy
So we
missing
could
a lot
just-
of
Actually,
health.
that's fair.
Yeah. If you
Take a
take
short
it
rest, then
slow instead of like being so like here's the thing, you're taking a short rest, but if you take a short rest while traveling, you're not going to be able to be attentive while traveling. You're not going to be able to be like super vigilant if you were to try to take a short rest while traveling, because you have to take it easy. You just have to kind of move.
I mean, yeah, if they want to take a short rest, I won't be, so I can just keep an eye out.
Yep, that'd be the case. It'd be like only a select few who are not taking the short rest could be careful and vigilant and be like the head figure to travel with.
It might do us some good anyway. I'm sure they'll be sending people to investigate the fucking harbor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that explosion was loud. Even though you were behind a wall of force, it was ringing in the air for probably the better part of the remaining 30 seconds. Though not death, it was like D-Day, where just everything is
Fine
just
with-
high-pitched whining. You can still hear screams and stuff.
Severed limbs everywhere, people screaming blood.
Oh, there was definitely severed limbs. There was a lot of dead bodies near the explosion to begin with, so there was probably plenty of limbs, including what was
There were
on the
idiots.
ship. There was like
in the
5.
explosion.
There was like 5 dead bodies on the ship, and then you followed it up
Let
with
it
the
be
two
known,
living
them
ones.
blowing up the ship only killed 4 of their own men.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, they couldn't see the invisible
5, it
wall
killed
of
5.
force.
Oh yeah, I killed that one guy too.
Oh
He
yeah,
was
because he
far
didn't make
away.
it. Yeah, his face was like clean, sheared off. It's like Breaking Bad with Gus. Like one side looks totally fine, then the camera pans over, and he's just like a skeleton. So, okay, making your way
We'll take a walk
towards.
down and we'll head towards her side of things.
All right.
Yes.
So, who's all taking a short rest while you're traveling?
Me.
Okay,
Me.
Ryder, Rex.
I will
I might
also
as
do my
well.
Song of Rest to give
Okay.
whoever resting a D10.
Alright, means
So you're gonna be playing an instrument while going and
Yeah.
traveling.
A quiet instrument. Yes.
Playing an instrument, nevertheless.
Quiet. Quietly.
You can play quietly. Make me a stealth check.
Can you
Rock
play your belly
concert.
like a bongo?
Yeah, of course I can. 22.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Why'd you whisper it?
I just said okay. I didn't say. I was like okay.
Why'd you whisper, huh?
Yeah.
Gopher, are you short resting?
I want to, but I'll stay on watch this time.
Okay. So
we get one for everyone about proficiency, yeah?
Huh?
Hit die is equal proficiency modifier at the time, yeah?
What?
No. So your hit dice.
How many hit die?
Your hit die are equal to
Equal
your
to a
level.
level?
Yeah, equal to your
Aha.
level.
God, okay,
And
well,
Song of Rest just adds a D6 whenever people heal during
D,
a short rest.
D10.
D10, sorry. So if you use a hit dice, you add a D10 in total to all of your healing.
Yep.
It's not. I learned it is
So
not
wait.
per hit dice. It is just when you
Okay.
take a short rest.
Let's see how much I get for this. Take
So
it.
while you're traveling, and while you're playing your instrument quietly, Gopher and Zacharis, I'm going to need you to make perception checks while you're traveling.
Easy.
Okay.
A 22.
Oh, God.
The 22.
Tyler,
Mm-hmm.
55.
Okay. Do you use all your hit dice?
Look, I don't know, okay? I use 9.
You use 9
Yeah.
hit dice. Okay, so you have 5 left. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, so 22
You're
and a
dirty
20
20.
as you're traveling. As you are all coasting through, some of you taking a moment to catch your breath, Gopher especially being relatively close to the explosion. Kind of catching the air around you and traveling forwards. Gopher and Zacharis. Traveling between these trees. These trees are massive. Abnormally massive. Probably about the size and width of a small building, even. The trunks themselves are almost 5 to 10 feet in just width by themselves in some cases. But there is nothing. There's no traps. There's no tracks even coasting towards this entryway to a cave that you can see probably a good mile away. The entrance itself is not hidden. It's pretty big. But eventually you get to a clearing where the trees are just gone. It's not abnormal for that to be the case, especially when getting close to a mountainscape, but it just is in a peculiar pattern that it is perfectly symmetrical.
Perfectly symmetrical, you say? Like another place that had a perfectly symmetrical field.
Yeah? I was gonna say that too.
Felix, is there a connection to Mechanus here? Gizmo.
I don't know. Is there Gizmo?
You don't feel anything. If there is, you definitely can't tell. Though, Felix, give me an Arcana check. Why did this reset?
Oh boy. It's a big nat 2-0
Oh.
for 26.
You would know that there are several reasons why the environment could alter. Why why just the terrain itself could be altered. Could be planar effect. Could be because was cut in such a way and somebody was incredibly OCD about it. But there's one more that sends a shiver. A lair. But not just a regular lair. A dragon's lair in particular. Dragons are known for when they develop a lair that they have an impact on the land itself. A lot of times it can be weather shifting, could be heat, could be damp rains,
Could be swarms of gizmo.
could be swarms of purring. But to this sort of level, it would be more akin to a lair's influence than anything else. Being in this clearing as well, any of you can see this. The mountain blossoming is not in figurative terms. The mountainscape does coast upwards and then seems to pull back much like a blooming flower. It is an incredibly imposing image to be able to witness, being underneath one of the petals, as it were.
I don't think our captain's human.
What is this captain? Do I know?
They're the captain
Nah,
of the Green
nah.
Flame Blades. By the end of this short rest as well, your visage is gone. So, your shadowy presence
Oh
has
yeah.
been all knowledged out.
Aw.
But you stand probably about 3/4 of a mile from a cave entrance in front of you.
I can't tell what kind of dragon would do this terrain effect.
Give me a second. The difficulty is that a lot of the dragons, when they have an impact on the land, change the weather. And these don't, nothing is necessarily changed from this.
Huh?
Yeah, the weather itself isn't.
Well, I mean, I can tell you too that changed the terrain.
Well, yes, it's.
But
Well, go ahead and if you have it, bite. Whoop. Because of the dragons that are there, of the chromatic variety, typically with the natural 20, you would know that black dragon lairs typically involve a swamp or the area around tends to be infected with insects and swarming of bugs, along with large insects of centipedes, scorpions, sometimes snakes even. Can vary with pools of acid even being given around. Blue dragons involve thunderstorms that rage all across the layers themselves. green dragons end up with this sort of moss that covers trees and thickened clouds of fumes that circulate around. Red dragons are the most prominent, being that it is robes of intense heat or even plumes of fire that just tuft into the air. And white dragons are on the contrary to red, where the entire area is a snowscape and frigid to the air itself. Many metallic dragons, on the other hand, their lairs do tend to stick to the OCD sides of things, though they still have relative impact as these chromatic dragons to a lesser scale. The big thing is that there's only really been about one level of OCD that you've seen. And that was from the Mistress as a copper dragon. Was it copper? Hold on. I feel like I might be getting my own notes wrong. For some reason I have copper.
it was
written
actually
down.
a
Was it
silver.
was it brass or bronze?
Gold. Platinum.
Brass
Diamond.
would be fire. She was acid.
Diamond dragon.
Oh, the damn dragon.
Oh no, it was copper. Yep, it was copper. It was copper. So, this level of impact is akin to a dragon, though there's just less impact in the terrain, it seems.
Which could simply mean that it's a newer layer.
Could be.
That's only one way to find out.
It's true.
Ryder, we're doing the Leroy strategy. Get going.
Leroy strategy. Which goes to Karis.
Dibs out.
No, Ryder. Remember, the strategy involves you running it first.
Me already did.
You gotta run and shout the word. Why we call it the Leroy strategy.
Did,
Felix and I have to stand back here and discuss the plan when you head off in.
Ryder Hopkins.
Just gets grabbed by just by a random bird and flies off with him.
There he goes.
All right. So you guys make your way to the cave itself.
Extreme caution should be used.
Yeah.
Pretty sneaky, I probably won't matter. Actually, I rescind what I said.
So wait, we were planning to attack them from their most fortified position because we didn't assume they wouldn't see it coming. What's the difference between their least fortified position? We have had that gotten that information.
You would know that even though the least fortified is still some of the most guarded at the ends inside the grove. And each of the three is effectively in unison, I suppose. It's just that the level of valuables that were in it would be different.
There we go. Song.
I don't know if their potential dragon charging in where the most valuables are is in our best interest anymore.
We come in from the other side, though, we're gonna have to fight through 80-ish people, and then a dragon.
Wait, didn't I tell you guys it was only should be 30 left?
30
Oh,
held up.
Yeah.
Oh hell.
The other ports are still going to have a number of troops, and this was also based off of his
No,
own
we
rough
didn't get the
numbers.
ports.
No. In total, there is a
Then we
fairly
wouldn't
large
even-
amount of numbers.
We would just go in from the one by us.
Right. If you were to try to go towards the ones that are near the ports, you would be likely to run into people before going. If you go in through this, you've effectively cleared out this port at the least. Assuming that there has been little contact with the other ports, though. It's a little tough to estimate.
I don't know our best plan of assault anymore. I guess it's just going in where we're here.
Might as well. There's trees around, eh?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Well, like, not... There's trees before you get to the clearing.
How far is this clearing from like the cave entrance?
The cave entrance from the clearing is about 3/4 of a mile.
Holy fuck, okay.
And you look to your left and right, and you can see that it pretty much matches all the way around.
We have teleport helm charges, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. As long as we have some sort of insurance. Alright, well, no time like the present.
No, actually speak louder than words. Let's go.
Time to move forward.
What's our motto?
Never give up.
Never give up.
Never give
Nah,
up.
nah, nah.
Alright, boys, it's time. We're heading in.
Just the whole island just turned into a dragon and kills at this moment because of that.
Dragon Turtle Island?
If you would like, you
Wouldn't
can make
that
me a
be a
nature. You can
twist?
make me a nature check if you'd like.
Okay, fine. I'm pretty sure I'm proficient.
Because there is a little bit of some
Nature
tidbit
checks?
that I
Nah.
could potentially give you here,
You,
and it'd be
Ooh.
probably really terrifying to you. So I think I'm pretty fond of this idea.
A 25. I'm ready to shit my pants.
So when something tends to blossom out as like a flower, it could be a number of things. It could be because it is in fact a flower that tends to blossom out. Could be that it was just a freak accident made by nature. But given the circumstance, the perfect seeming of the surroundings, this blooming like mountain could also be akin to something of a holster, a bit of something to house and protect something resting atop it, possibly an oval shaped design, akin to a nest even.
Mm-hmm. Big egg.
Possibly could
Big
could
golden
be held
egg.
to hold an egg.
Big egg.
We
Possibly.
keep seeing big egg.
Suddenly, I'm not afraid of a dragon being here.
Big,
Big.
huge egg.
What kind of egg are we talking about here?
Big.
The one we thought was Tiamat.
Zakara is just going.
Wait, teammates,
Egg!
egg?
The one that we thought was Tiamat.
Egg!
But what is, at this point, we know isn't.
Zakaris feels like what he felt like before when he drank Ethan's prune juice at Ethan's hats in El Terrell.
Enlightened.
I need to go.
Where are you going?
The way.
Wait.
No way.
Big.
Where are you going?
Big.
The dragon's
Egg.
this way.
Huge.
Hi, egg
Egg.
heist. Zakara's egg
So-
heist?
Egg.
Heist?
Go. The egg is. I assume we would have been able to tell if the egg was physically here when we approached the island.
Yes, you would have been able to see it. You probably could see it from
This is-
El Terrell if there was an egg sitting atop Fosta Isle.
Okay.
So we figured out where they planned to drop the egg.
Drop it. The egg.
Where is Valoo?
Okay, so this is actually another interesting point. Oh, never mind. I stand corrected. Never mind. I'm keeping silent.
You absolute traitor.
Dang.
I'll give you a crisp high five for that information.
You'll have to give a crisp high five to someone who's not here.
Ira?
Does that mean-
Question mark?
Why would Ira know anything about this island? She's never been here.
Correct.
Anyone have sending?
I should
Righter.
have it on me, I'm pretty sure.
Here's the thing.
He's used
Here's
it.
the thing. This is meta knowledge
Yep,
at this point.
I have it. Yes, yes, yes.
I am only stating that I made a gaffe because I almost said something because someone's not here. You would have no
Yep.
knowledge of this.
That's not Ira?
None of you can possibly know this.
Is it Theodman related?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it the Oddman?
No. His story arc
I was
died
gonna
in Grias. Do not worry. No. In all honesty, I pretty much scrapped everything that Theodman was. He actually would have helped with Zakaris's planar stuff. That was what a lot of his word was a lot of having to deal with that.
Well, I feel like there was just some pivotal moment that we just all missed. And I can't help but feel that something happened.
Yeah?
At this point, the only one that could
I'll
possibly
tell you
involve is
this.
Jacqueline.
I can tell you this. There was a click when you said when Felix brought up. We figured where it was something to do with Tiamat. Something clicked right there with Tiamat being a subject.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think I know who is involved with. He's
Well-
been in my bag of holding this entire time.
Who? Oh,
Oh,
Yes?
it's either related to Jacqueline or to Randall.
Randall, that's your other character's name. I was trying to remember his name.
oh no! It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with Tiamat. I can tell you because ultimately you'll tell Ira anyways, and Tiamat will be involved.
Yeah, because it's
No.
Yeah,
Talk to each other.
Ira talks to Tiamat, and since Ira's not here,
yeah.
Ira's not getting a certain feeling.
Be right back. Hey, what do you feel?
Time for an afternoon trip. We'll be back.
Oh yeah, just give the incredibly strategic person with the fear of a dragon being here a full day to plan. Yes. Go ahead and do that. I've got a whole book of things I could do with that.
Okay, cool.
Would be a
Missed
good-
information. Anyway, we're moving on.
Yes. So.
Yeah.
It'll be lore that I'm sure you'll get later. That's all. It's not gonna be imperative to what you can do now. I can tell you that much. While you guys are planning, let me go feed my cats because they're fucking being vicious right now. Come on, guys. Yep. Come on, Gizmo. Good.
Gizmo.
So the plans.
The plans.
To pretty much stealthily walk in there. I mean, I don't got much else to do at this point.
I don't think stealth's even gonna help.
Yeah. Even
No,
if you
but
get
it's
stealthy, like it's just.
I've got that tremor sense and shit.
Oh, that too. Okay, we all float
So-
there.
They'll float.
Float
Yeah, I don't think you
silently.
have enough magic for that. So
We all
our
fly
best
in.
choice.
Invisibly fly in.
This
Yeah.
is sounding like that one thing we did in Lightbringers. Does anyone have a mirror?
Damn.
I'm gonna put you all inside the mirror. And then betray you for like
Right.
the third time.
Right? Friggin' Alvin over here.
Is that our goal plan?
We walk in, and we might as well do it stealthily to try to.
Do we do it stealthily or do we just fucking Chad walk straight in and be like, hey, you're
Both?
next?
I feel like stealth would at least give us the chance to not be surprised.
Fair enough. Alright, Ryder, you're gonna be our distraction. You're going to walk straight towards the door while the rest of us flank silently.
But isn't he the one who can cast visibility multiple people more? So don't even need him.
No,
It's not gonna be helpful to use invisibility.
that is correct.
I
It's
could try
incredibly
to
hard
distract
sneak
him,
up
but I
on
don't
the
think it's
dragon.
going to work.
I'm not entirely sure there's actually a physical dragon here. I think this is the fact they plan to bring the Tiamat egg in, and it's affecting the land.
Interesting decision.
I'm
All
going
right.
to operate under the assumption there is a dragon here, so I am not surprised. And if it turns out the captain is like fucking gnome in a wheelchair, I'll be happy.
A gnome in a wheelchair.
Damn.
Rolls up with their fucking flintlock. Welcome to my base.
It's just Volo.
Ah, my good fellow.
All right. So,
Do we go with the distraction man? I'll go and distract them.
Are you
See.
actually going to do that?
I could give it a whirl if we have any other ideas.
If you
Distract
want
them
to
at one
walk in
point.
there and be a distraction while the rest of us sneakily walk in, go for it. All the power to you.
You know thaumaturgy?
Yes, I
No.
do. Nope. Damn.
That is, for whatever reason, pretty sure only clerics get that unless it's a racial feat.
Yeah. So I don't. Sadly. Oh.
so you going into the cave?
Would you like to yell?
Would I like to yell?
Uh,
What would I even yell?
I just shit my pants.
Hmm.
If only a certain
Just-
cleric was here.
Hmm.
Funny enough, I do have it though.
Thaumaturgy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that helps in this scenario.
Hey, you guys.
I don't think me and Zakaris want to be the ones using thaumaturgy.
Oh yeah, no. I would have to use it, but
You could just tell them we surrender.
what would I explain about you guys?
You ate us. And your tummy
They
is
died. You
full of-
died in the explosion of the. No.
You
'Cause-
ate us.
We died of...
I mean,
the-
could just straight up tell them we went separate ways.
That's not as fun, but yeah. Your boring
Oh,
answers are always
I
right.
got an idea. I got an idea.
I hate that it's unfortunately boring, but in this scenario, I think we
I got an
we
idea.
can go with the most, the
I can
answer they'll believe the most.
I can say you guys. I left you guys.
It's
Try
we
to convince
split
them
up
on their
and you're
side
looking
and
for
say you
new
guys went to.
friends.
I can say you guys went to the docks and trying to commandeer one of your boats.
Your return code.
Double agent
Love it.
turncoat. And then hopefully if I can get them to go to the docks, then you guys can sneak in. And since we have the stones on, the rings on us, we can communicate with one another.
Well, I mean, we'd come in some semi behind you.
Hey?
We'll
Yeah.
follow
Make sure we'd make sure we weren't in the path that they went.
Yeah.
to
So
go
which
to
dock should
another
we send
port.
them through then? If I do convince them.
Yeah, which port is the farthest away from the one we blew up?
Teeler.
Furthest away would be south on the Fosta Isle. Because you came in relatively over here on like the top left. The other port is to the top right in that little crevice between the hump and the wing. The other one is down south, way over here.
South, that would take us the longest to get to.
Correct. It would take the longest to go to the south one.
Okay. I need another idea though. So just in case, if I do tell them to convince them to go over there, if they convince me to come with them, how would I escape their grasp?
Well, then we attack.
Attack the people at the docks or attack people at the grove?
Attack the people with you.
Ah.
What?
They'll have to die anyway, so we might as well just...
Okay, so wherever
If
I
If
am
we can't,
being...
if we can't thin their numbers,
Yes. Okay,
We just
that's
kill
okay.
them.
I see.
hopefully taking him semi by surprise.
So whoever group I end up going with, that's who we attack.
What?
In
No,
case if I... Well, no, because in case if I get sent to the docks, you go with me.
we
But what
just
if I...
kill them there and then.
But then what if I stay at the base, at the grove?
Why would? Ryder, we're not killing them because they're going with you. We're gonna be behind you, so we're just gonna kill them if they're like, "Come with us to the dock to prove your loyalty."
What if I...
We just
What if
start
they don't...
shooting them.
But what if I don't go to the docks with them?
You're not going anywhere. You're staying here.
Yes,
Staying-
I slapped you.
you're going. We're walking like 10 feet behind you, Ryder.
Wait,
You're
I
gonna
thought
be
the
like,
plan...
oh, I'm so vulnerable, and a turncoat. And they're gonna be like, oh, okay. They're gonna come over to talk to you, and then we're gonna jump out of the woods and beat their ankles.
Okay, I see
And
now. I thought you guys wouldn't be that close behind me.
if we're being close enough, we can attack them.
So are you doing this from the forest, or are you doing this at the foot of the cave?
The forest. It sounds like it then.
It is
I know, we-
3/4 of a mile from there to the cave. You gonna
Okay.
yell?
We're gonna walk to the cave. We're walking there. You're a turncoat. You're going to them to betray us. We're going to be behind you.
Oh, you're just
But
gonna be like,
where behind me?
like on like the mountain-ish. So you're gonna be like up against
Okay,
the mountain.
okay.
So when they come
As
out
I'm
of the
trying
cave,
to figure out, like,
yeah, you come out. They
How
come
can
out of
you
the
be right
cave
behind
and you jump
me?
them.
okay.
We're all gonna walk in single file behind you, so they can't see us.
We're-
Yeah.
Hey,
Feel like
perfect.
an
You,
arm. It'll be great.
Gopher is in the
Actually-
back, just like
Super tall.
You're picking the
Zakaris'
smallest
belly.
person
Either side.
to hide behind. You're picking Ryder, the smallest out of all of you to hide behind.
Look
And
at him
we-
go.
We assume you're gonna just walk up to the cave and they'll hear you. We might have to walk in a little bit.
Okay. I'll find a stick. I'll put down my.
'Cause I got-
Actually.
We would know how far they would have to travel through the caves to get to the grove, right,
Mhm.
Yeah,
Tyler?
yeah. It would not be. The caves themselves, though, are a little extensive. They're not. They're pretty straightforward, minus where they actually are, where they kind of like hole up. It's like a tunnel leads to the cave, or leads to the rooms that are associated, and then from once you get through that, then it's another long stretch into the grove.
So we could walk a little bit into the cave and try to convince them where he's a turncoat.
Correct.
Or in all honesty, would have to.
No, it depends on acoustics and all that.
Okay. I think I have the general idea. The next one might be not too smart. I want to bring in a weapon with me. Just to show them more faith. But
Just put it in your bag of holding.
that too. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to pick up like I'm going to see if I can find like a biggish stick. Something I can use as a walking stick. Dealer.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do some makeup stuff on me real quick.
Yeah.
And with some dirt also.
Oh yeah.
Going to kind of pretend I'm very, very beat up. Even though I can't feel it technically, but yeah.
Have some raspberry jam for some coagulated blood.
Exactly.
Whoa.
So like a few few fake bruises on my face, arms.
Go for give him some bruises.
No, not
I
actual
got you.
bruises.
I want to cut.
Damn. And then a few scrapes that look like scrapes, dirt just to see how it was. Well,
I mean,
Kinda
a
fun.
nice cut, a good forehead cut, isn't severe in the slightest, but
it's
looks
not. We could,
horrible.
you could do that.
I've got this cheese grater. We could like grate you a little bit.
Oh God.
Ow. Ow.
I mean, technically I would get hurt, and then technically I wouldn't feel it either. Give me the cheese grater.
Yo,
There you go,
God.
buddy. Make sure you use
Zic-
the coarse side.
Zacchaeus, why would you do the honors?
Why did you take it from him then?
I hate this. All right, you bloody
How
up.
do you want it?
You bloody up Ryder. That's what we're stopping at
Yep.
here. Once you pull out the fucking cheese grater, we're fast forwarding.
Hey, remember, I make myself look like I have bruises and stuff.
Yep. Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, Gopher actually just punches you a few times to make him.
Can't feel it, so it's
we do
fine.
just slash your forehead.
Forehead boy.
Forehead.
Okay. Then I'm gonna
Forehead.
take my stick, and once we get close enough, I'll pretend I'm limping with the stick and maybe with a white something on it.
Okay.
White cloth, I'll just put.
All right.
And
So you
as we
get
get
up
close,
to
I'll
the.
pretend I'm limping up to them. Yep.
You get up to the cave. When you look inside of the cave, it is pitch black.
Okay.
There are no torches lit. There are torch sconces on the walls, but they have all been snuffed. So you can see up to your dark vision, and then that's it. Pitch black.
Okay. I'm guessing they're starting to hide now, the group?
Yes, the group is up against
We-
the
Okay.
side of the mountain.
I
Is
don't
there
know
any
what
way
they
we
can
can scale up above the entrance?
without
Um,
being seen.
it's
Not above
pretty
the- not
sheer.
up the mountain, above the door, the entrance.
Yeah, like up against the entrance. I'd say it's pretty sheer. You could try. It might be a little difficult. Especially if
If
you're
it
gonna like
seems like
main,
it's not
if you're
gonna
trying to
be-
maintain balance up there too. There's no like
It's not
hard.
worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. We'll just stay down here.
Okay. So
Uh, I'm
Do
gonna
one
start.
caster, one melee on either side.
Ooh, spicy.
You have a map for this, Tila?
not yet. Depends on what happens.
Oh. Okay. Alright. So once you guys in the position, I will walk up, limp up.
How do we want? Who wants to go with what caster?
Okay, don't rush to answer.
I,
If I were to-
guess I
if
don't
I-
want to go with either of us.
If you want to think of character wise, I think Sakaros will probably go with Rex, just because, well, obviously they knew each other longer.
Where'd you get that idea?
Damn.
I don't know, and then go
Go
and
for my boy.
Look, in the Iowa this time. Calm your dick.
Damn.
Okay. So what are you doing, Ryder? How far into the
Okay,
cave are you going?
Not far. Like, I'm not even gonna go into the cave yet. I'm just gonna wander like near it. Like, and when
Okay.
I'm in a clearing, I mean, 'cause I assume they can see me, so I'll say, it's like, help! Someone! You're in danger! Your docks! Someone! And I'll just keep limping up slowly and like, hurry! Anyone!
Okay. Go ahead and make me a deception check. Deception or performance.
I mean, they're both the same for me.
That's what I figured. So that's why I said it. They have different
Oh, yeah.
inclinations, though. So,
A 33.
all right.
Dude.
There is no response.
Okay. And I'll wait there like, anyone? and I'll kind of keep creeping up. And I'll just say, I'll try to put my, if I get into the cave, I'll put my hand onto the wall and start walking forward with it. But like, someone, anyone in here?
Voice
Your
kind of
belongings
rings out,
are in
reverberates
danger.
reverberates in
Uh-huh.
a good ways. There is no response.
Hmm.
Give me a perception check.
Maybe there's a code word that you need to shout out.
Okay. Perception. 26.
Not only is there no response, you hear
Why'd you
nothing.
bring it up here?
There's no movement.
Like
There's no
nothing.
breaths. There's nothing that you can hear.
No.
Mind you, you're not far in, but
Mhm.
there's no shuffling. There's no whispers. Nothing.
Not even with my special whisper sounding stuff.
Correct. There is nothing in there. You do not hear hot gossip inside of the tunnel.
I have a feeling that they might not be held up this close to the outside, seeing as they hold up in the grove.
Just fortified in the center.
Yeah.
I'll tell everyone I don't hear anything, but I might go in deeper until I hear someone.
Are you going in with a
You might as well
torch,
come
or
in.
are you going in blind?
No, not with the torch. With the torch would be, well, no. I gotta keep up the act. I'll use my dog vision as best I can.
Alright.
But
Are
still
people-
following the wall.
Yeah, that's most likely what I'm gonna do. Follow the walls.
Are people following? Or, okay, here's the important question. How far are you traveling?
Until I get a response, I will say.
And what's everyone else
So
going
he's just
to
gonna
do?
continue walking and saying help and stuff.
Yes,
Yep.
and saying they're in danger, yada yada yada.
Depending on how far Ryder gets, what would people be doing?
Maybe
How far-
stealthing after him. How
Yeah,
far?
how
do you-
far are you willing to wait until he gets before you start to follow?
Not overly.
Like,
Like
60
20,
feet, 120,
20? 20 was what I was thinking.
20 feet?
Yeah, like if it's pitch black in here, right? So
Oh yeah, I mean, unless you have dark vision, you cannot see anything. So,
We definitely
then
have
go
to-
for
then that'd be a
and,
problem for
and,
me
and
then.
Rex.
Don't you? Didn't we get you the night vision goggles in this campaign?
you have night vision goggles in your inventory? I'm not sure.
Pretty sure that was that was part of the heist.
We probably returned it then.
We didn't return that stuff.
No, you didn't return it. You might have
No?
sold it.
Oh, that too.
We definitely sold some of it, but I don't think we didn't sell all of it.
I mean, we could just all hold hands.
Yeah.
2 of us can see in the dark.
Alright,
Yeah.
if we can assume we have it then. I guess I'll have it. I'm assuming I don't need attunement then.
I mean, I'm gonna say that since it was years ago, if it's not in your inventory, I'm gonna say you don't have it.
Because I've never had a chance to even use it at this even this moment.
It was literal years ago.
Anyways.
I don't know. I'm going to say you do not
Yeah.
have it.
Anyways,
If you don't have it
anyways,
in
he
your
does not-
inventory, not there.
y'all will hold hands as we go in then, with
I
me
love holding
up
hands.
front.
Okay, so you're 20 feet ahead. If other people are going to be 20 feet back, holding hands.
So, did we? Because neither of the other 2 responded. Did we just split up between the 2 sides, or did we just all stay together then?
We stayed together.
Family.
All right.
Okay.
So,
All right.
Ryder, you keep going. You can hear footsteps behind you, as that is your allies following you.
We're being stealthy, but we're still making footsteps he can hear. We're screwed.
Well, he got a 26 on his perception, so I mean,
Yeah.
you keep saying this.
Okay,
You keep-
anyways.
You keep talking.
Yep.
You keep exclaiming
By the
and,
way,
and attempting to procure help. There is no response up until you even find yourself in a clearing, almost like a small alcove of a room that has. You can. Those with dark vision can see 3 directions, a little bit. There's like 3 entryways, and that you're standing at like the entrance to that room, so you can't see beyond those. But that's where you're kind of at. Or, sorry, rewind a little bit. You get to, from your tunnel, there's a small single-lined passage that seems to go single file in width.
Oh, what?
It's so normal in this tunnel that you're currently in. It's like 15, 20 feet
Single
across.
file line.
It's like 15, 20
Oh,
feet
okay.
across.
Okay.
In dark vision, there's still no lights, even though that you've traveled a couple hundred feet, I'll say. Like how
Wow.
again, you said that you're gonna keep going until you get a response, right?
Yep. Yeah.
You're probably almost 1,000 to 2,000 feet in, and you still get no response.
Damn.
And that's when you see a small clearing, or you see that your passage tightens, and there's only like a single file path.
I'll tell them what I see and ask, should we go this way? Or,
I was
Yeah, that-
gonna ask, how far down can I see in that corridor? Can I see? Because I get double
Correct.
the dark vision.
It's not that you can't see beyond it, but it seems to veer a little bit. So the path itself, give me a sec. Yeah, so it's like, it tightens to a flat amount, and then it goes like this direction, so you can't see beyond it unless you're standing in that little spot, effectively.
so, this way or?
Well, do you want to give up on your plan, or do you want to keep going forward?
What are the odds this could be a trap?
What kind of answer do you want here?
What do you want to hear?
Should I guess the answer I want to know, should we keep going or should we fall back?
I mean, it's we either fall back and have to go to another cave. You keep going. There are multiple paths.
Well, we're already in this deep. Why not keep going?
So do you keep exclaiming outwards for help, or do you change up your strategy? At this point, the light from
I'll
the
change it
outside
up
of the
and I'll
cave
say-
is dim at
Gone.
best.
Yeah.
Like you don't.
I will
You can
say
barely see
I'll
it.
change I'll change up a little bit. Say your your dogs are in danger. No, I'll just change it to actually maybe heavy breathing instead. Just cause I guess I've been screaming for a while. Why not just act the part out more still, and raspily start saying it.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll keep going and I'll quietly now say it like, please,
Okay.
someone. And just be out of breath.
Okay. So you coast forwards just a bit, and you get into where it kind of gets tighter, and you can look in this single file sort of passage, and it's real tight.
I will
like,
actually-
you have
yeah.
to like skirt across it, arms out, like you are sidling through it.
I will, and then once I'm doing that, I will go through it. Well, no, that'd be kind of weird though.
I can tell you that
about
when
it.
you look through it, you can see two
Uh-huh.
things. You can see faint light of like a purplish hue around the corner. And then there's also another passage that is, so it comes out into a little bit of an open room. Down this direction is that faint purple light, and down this direction is another path you can't see. There's no light coming from that one.
Well, might be obvious, but let's go down the purple one.
Well,
And
no,
I'll-
this is before you
as
go
I'm
through the
oh.
side lane. This is before you go through the
Oh, okay.
tight corridor.
Okay. Oh, before. Okay, so there's that one I can't see and one with purple lights.
Correct.
Right? That's what you. Okay.
I will do this because now that you're in here.
I zoomed in too much. Ah.
You are here.
And we came from which way?
This way.
This
up
way?
here.
Okay. Okay. I will slowly but angrily go by that way. And I guess I will groan loudly, just cause, well, again, I gotta
Going
keep
through
the
here?
act. Yep.
Okay.
I'm like,
You you sidle your way through. There is still yet no responses. Everyone else, feel free to put yourselves up here. Jordan, if you want to put your character here, so that way you can move it. Okay, you still move it. Okay, cool.
I will. Oh, who's that over there? Rex.
What?
He's near
The
this.
dark abyss.
He has become one with the earth.
And then here's Gopher.
I
First,
will.
Garrus.
So two pathways, right? One I can't
Assuming-
see, one with the light.
Assuming it's like this, since you guys have to hold hands.
Yeah.
With the two people with
Yeah.
dark vision. So you look down the path with purple light, right?
Yep.
And you can see.
Yep.
The room is
Nothing.
pretty big, but you can see that there's like this pedestal that it
On
seems to
this
be
wall.
resting on, but there is a purple sphere with moving tendrils, sort of like magical tendrils, kind of wrapping around slowly. I say tendrils, but it's more like just line work as it's like warbling
Okay.
effect, almost like a sphere of liquid is just in the air perpetually. Down in this corner as
Is
well, you
anyone
can
in here?
see.
Oh.
You do not see anyone. Down in this
Okay.
corner as well, you can see what looks to be like a table with an arcane sigil thrown across it with these faint green ink markings.
Ink. Nice.
Ink.
Okay.
What's
So
everyone
I
else
will-
doing? What's everyone else doing back here? Are you going to go through the silent portion to
We-
keep up?
Well, it's
Um,
because we can see him walk away from it, correct?
Correct.
We would then sidle through. I'll go first since I have the further dark vision.
I guess
Be
I'll
right behind.
be
Gore's
full.
last.
Oh, I was thinking we'd have you go last, so we have someone who can see covering our rear.
That's
I'll
what
be
I was
right
thinking
behind.
too.
I'll be
Yeah,
right
yeah,
behind.
right.
Alright. While to do that,
I'm
I'll.
gonna come through and I'm gonna make sure we keep our distance from Ryder.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go
I'll-
too far.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna put up another act up here. See if anyone shows up. Give it a few minutes.
Okay.
And
Go ahead and
then
make me a
I'm gonna-
performance or deception check.
Okay.
My- Increased dark vision. Do I see anything down the other path?
No, because you'd have to go.
You did.
You'd have to basically go down the
Wow.
path to see it, because it winds down and then veers to the right, so you can't really see beyond it.
32.
32.
Then I
Yes.
I'd at least
I'm-
pull in so everyone can get in here.
I'm gonna
When you-
come to you, not too close to the device, and I'll let out one last scream, but sounds like I'm still in pain. Help! Someone! And then I'm gonna pretend to collapse on the floor.
Okay.
And then
As everyone cycles through, Felix, and you check down that path, you can see that it kind of opens up a little bit. It seems to wind up, and then it has another bit that seems to coast right about here. Ryder, when you get into the middle of
Yes.
the room, you can see that it kind of opens up a little bit over in that area, as well as this one. I'm being to be very careful with what I'm showing a little bit here. It's difficult to move.
Just show us everything, forehead.
You can see that it kind of opens up over there. You still can't necessarily see anything because there's all this darkness still. So you can only see, like, you have easier discerning of where walls are. You can't even really determine what objects are in dark vision.
I do have another idea. I guess before I should do this, before I collapse, because the people actually can't hear me. So, I'm gonna, before I say "help somebody" like super loud,
Close that for now.
I'm gonna hold my cane into my arms and clap, and you know,
Thunderclap.
the rider special, yeah, just to get it. Now I'm going too close to the machine to hurt that machine. Ah, and then
It-
say help, and then
it
collapse
is
from
loud.
doing a cantrip.
Even
Yep,
more
yep.
loud than normal, you feel. As it reverberates around the walls, it almost echoes outwards and reverberates back into you, so you almost deafen yourself. But, yeah, you make this extremely
But wait,
loud
does that-
sound.
Does the room count as light with the orb there?
Dim at best, and it's really that you're only seeing light from the orb, so you're only seeing maybe wherever this sphere is, like right here. You're seeing about 5 feet around it at best. By being this close as well, Ryder, you also could see that there looks to be almost like a screen door over in this direction. Kind of like what they use as like dividers in rooms. You could just pick it up and move it, sort of deal. But
Okay, but since I'm on the ground, I'll just kind of focus on if I can hear anyone else, or
Sure. Make me a
I
perception
guess
check.
feel,
What's everyone else doing?
and then I'll also tell everyone what I know down here. 25.
Okay.
Like that, what you told me.
Yes. You not only hear nothing, other than the reverberations of your thunderclap, you can hear
Yeah.
footsteps but you can quickly discern that it is of your allies if they were to move.
Yep.
You do not hear any
Yeah,
other
okay.
sounds in here.
Okay. Alright, it's gonna be weird. I'm gonna say just wait a few minutes though, to see if.
What's
Someone
everyone else
does
doing in the
this.
back while Ryder is unconscious on the floor? Pretending to be unconscious on the floor.
Thank you, thank you.
Do we want to go and look down this other path?
I'll say if you guys do that, I'll let you know if someone's coming by to me.
Gopher and Rex, you cannot see anything. It is 100% pitch black other than this purple sphere.
Goder tries to blend in with the walls.
Guess what?
So
if somebody doesn't have dark vision, you are invisible to them.
We could
Still
split
trying to blend in.
the 4 of us.
Yeah, okay.
So 2 of us could stay here just in case for a rider, and the other 2 can explore a little bit more.
Not with that. I was gonna say someone should stay and watch it, Ryder at least.
How do we want to do this split?
I think it's right split already.
Yeah, the
And how is
Felix
that?
and Ryder go, and then me and Zacharias watch.
Works for me.
Me and Ryder go?
Right.
Ryder,
Uh,
get up,
you
we're
and
going.
Rex.
Alright,
me
I
and
get up
Rex.
and I walk off the. I take the 2 of the walking stick out the ground. I start
yeah.
walking that way.
Yeah, you know what? All of you go, I stay.
You pretend to be me, be like, oh hey, someone trade with me quickly.
Anyways,
You know what? I'm gonna go touch the sphere.
Oh god.
so Felix and Rex, are you rounding the corner?
I guess.
Waiting for Felix to move because I can't see shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in reality, it is Felix directing. All right.
Yeah.
So you round the corner.
Yep.
You can see
Not around the corner yet. Ooh.
as you peer across. There looks to be like a little bit. So dark vision. Oh man, this is difficult with dark vision. You can see what looks to be like jutted crystals sort of forming in this encapsulated rock. You would know it to be a pretty large geode.
Oh, I don't have. I see perfectly normal in darkness.
Oh, you can see everything in darkness?
I see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 20.
I thought it was that you had dark vision up to
I-
120 feet.
I went and reread it because I'm like, I feel like there's something about this.
That's
vision
an
that
Eldritch
makes
invocation,
it powerful.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
'Cause I remember there was something special. I'm like, it's not just double dark vision. I'm like, no, it's not. I see perfectly normal.
Yeah, you can see normally in darkness. Yeah. So you can see that there is a geode with purple crystals that form up in a almost like a bowl, and it's a pretty massive geode. It's probably around, if you were to try to pick it up, you could estimate probably around like 50 pounds worth of a geode.
Damn.
It's pretty heavy.
We need a Geodude.
Geodude.
And yeah.
Doesn't look like there's anything in the bowl.
Other than it being a crystal, it's kind of hard to see from this angle because it is like a bowl, and you can see that on one end you can see crystals. You'd have to get closer if you wanted to look into it, but this is another one of those things where you'd have to sidle through. That's why the walls are so close together. By the way, Mason, I made this in that 3D program.
Yeah.
They did an update where you can form caves.
Oh.
It looks
That's
badass.
legit.
I love it. I was like,
Over-
can
I'm
never
not
remember
paying
the one.
fucking $50 for it.
it's expensive. I totally understand. I got it for the Kickstarter. What'd you say? What'd you say, Felix?
I was just like, I can't remember. I never remember the name. I think it's on Steam, the one that you have.
Yep. Dungeon Alchemist.
Dungeon Alchemist.
Yes.
So nice. Not sponsored, but
Damn.
it's good.
We like it.
I love it.
How much do we feel that it's worthwhile to go explore this geode?
It's between you and Rex. I mean, I guess you could also ring him 9 lives and ask.
Yeah, we're not far. We're not that
Yeah.
far. Everyone still hears us. Do we think that this is worthwhile to investigate?
Is it just a geode? There's nothing
I don't know.
inherently magical about it?
I say we should investigate.
I can't tell if it's magical or not.
Ryder,
Yes.
you should know.
Oh.
You are only getting responses from Gopher and Zakaris.
Oh.
Damn.
God damn. He's too far, huh? Or no?
You know that the range on these
Fucking
rings
going on.
is 9 miles.
Oh yeah. Guys, who are you talking to? I don't hear Rex or.
Do we
Felix.
hear him?
No. You can hear Zakaris and Gopher, but you cannot hear Ryder.
Is Ryder dead?
No. No.
Gopher can't see Ryder, so.
He knows about the rings. Stop playing. Now is not the time.
Who y'all talking to?
Is he dead?
I'm alive.
What are you talking about, Gopher? We're here. Right next to you this whole time.
Where?
So something's causing interference.
I think it's the cave.
Possibly the cave. It's either
Never know.
it's either the cave, this geode, or the orbits.
Yeah, there's no radio waves going through.
Is there like extreme fucking radiation being given off by any of this stuff? Is Ryder growing an extra arm or something?
You look at Ryder, and he's actually not there anymore. He's been liquefied into goop.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He's become
Heavily.
Nublek.
He's
Heavily
become.
Black.
He's become a Lemure.
Oh no, that's even worse.
Zacharias. His.
I'm gonna kill you before you eat my soul.
Oh.
It's.
So,
I'm gonna be real. A Lemire would be even weaker than you are now
yeah,
by
easily.
an extreme amount.
Yeah, it's not even close. Lemures are literally weaker than like most animals. Anyways, what's your plan with this geo? Do you want to go investigate or no?
Touch. Actually,
Go on,
don't
Field.
touch it.
I won't touch, but should I investigate more than I have?
We
Well,
still
if we don't
haven't
see,
heard any sound of anybody coming, eh?
No, there's
No.
been nothing. It's been silent. Even though since you guys are talking telepathically too, when everybody's standing still, it is silent in here.
Great. Good. Might as well investigate it. We'll keep our eyes peeled.
and just
Alright,
bring
then we'll get
really
closer.
heavy concern since the 8 that left earlier.
Felix.
I mean, they're definitely semi-ready for us. That's not non-negotiable.
Felix. As you're sidling through this, what's your passive investigation?
You want my passive investigation?
Correct.
What?
Passive investigation is just 10 plus your investigation score.
I'm asking if you wanted it.
Oh, yeah, I do. I would like
You,
it,
you
yes.
cut out if you said it.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
no, I would like your passive
16.
investigation. 16? are sidling up to this, you can feel your foot snag on something. And you can hear a winch for a second. Just a... Nothing seems to happen.
Back up, back up, back up.
Oh god.
Sorry, you're pushing him back. As you step back, oh, I moved the whole map. As you step back, you can hear that winch release, and then following is this. Everybody can hear as a soft explosion emanates from directly in front of the geode. So while Rex avoided it by stepping back, Felix, when you were trying to sidle back out, an explosion hits you.
Ooh.
Take...
Felix, what's going on?
Everybody can hear the
What's going on?
explosion.
I still can't see anything.
You
I can hear the explosion,
suffer
but it doesn't mean I know.
14 points of force damage as a force bomb was dropped directly at the base of the geode and blew out the moment you pulled away from the winch. You peek around the corner, and the geode is also just shattered. Remnants of it are kind of scattered across the ground.
Nothing worthwhile.
Nothing worthwhile comes back.
The hell was that noise?
The geode.
The geo blew up.
Is it Geo, dude?
And they trapped it.
Geo, dude.
Hmm.
Ryder, would you be doing anything as you hear this? Also, now you could hear Felix,
Oh.
but you cannot hear Rex.
What happened? What happened?
What happened?
Oh, what happened?
Oh,
What
I'm
was that
trying.
sound?
Felix, don't look behind you. I stabbed Felix behind his back.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
I found the true turncoat. It was Rex.
Rag.
Dare you? I'll kill you.
Now I just asked everyone, what the fuck? What was that? Is that someone coming? Huh?
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 Are you still laying on the floor over there?
Yeah. Nothing. I hear nothing besides that explosion, Tila.
Nothing. No other footsteps. Nobody charging. Nobody saying anything. Nothing.
I don't like this.
I don't either. I'll get back up. Slowly, with the stick. And
I was gonna say, is it time to just drop the act?
maybe, yeah. I'll just walk slowly with the stick, but no, like, not using the stick. Just stick in my hand. Just walking normally, slowly, though.
Mm-hmm. Where at?
Good
I'll
question.
say we've also only got like 5 minutes left, so I'll be calling it here soon.
Okay, I'll go up to the device then.
Touch it.
Okay.
Push your hand in it.
As you get up
Time
to
we
the,
move.
the device,
Can I make-
Moved up.
Yes.
the light that seems to be coming from it, though very, very faint, you can see that what it's kind of hovering over, because it's not in contact with it, what it's hovering over looks almost like a sheet of ice as a tabletop. It has a layer of ice over the top of it with an icy base, but it's not cold to the touch. It just has this sort of icy texture to it. A faint blue that seems to give off from this orb. And what'd you do?
Check to see if anything about it?
I can't hear you. You are super quiet.
Can I make an Arcana check for magic?
Yes. Make an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
15.
this magical device.
It is magic.
I would.
Well, I
Oh,
guess
rocket,
I should
there
ask
was
what
no
kind of
magic.
magic, but I guess yeah.
Okay, so what this you have not seen something like this before. It, without touching it, it gives off the impression that it is suspended in the air through magical means. That in it of itself is an origin for magic, though you're not sure what it would be facilitating. It exudes magic in pretty much every direction that it hovers in. You just can't tell what it's devised for.
I had an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I will kill one. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic just normally.
Okay. As you cast Detect Magic, you go blind. Your entire vision turns white.
Is it from the orb or is it just all around?
It is all around. The amount of magic
I
that
knew
is
it.
here blinds you. Any amount of detection that you can try to use is useless, as you are just as blind detecting through magic as you are with detecting through dark. It is if you have
I will.
lost all sight.
I will. Okay, is there a way to deactivate?
Yeah, you can just end it. Because
no.
it's concentration, so I mean.
Okay. I will say, guys. I think all this might be an illusion. Everything this cave.
You would
Just
be
a
the one
guess.
to try to dispel it. Unless Zacharias has dispel magic at this point.
I can
And
try.
based on
totally.
that reaction, I don't think he
I
does.
will
Yeah.
cast the spell magic at 4, Tyler.
Alright, give me a sec.
Question is, I don't know at what though. For where at? Do I do the device or do I do like the cave?
I don't know, what are you targeting?
Both.
Whoopadies.
I don't know. I wish I could do both, but I only have enough for one.
Do what you think is more important, or what you think it really could be.
Okay, I'll do the cave then.
Okay, casting Dispel Magic on the cave.
Mhm.
Alright.
Under the
And you're casting it at
assumption of,
4th level.
Boss.
Alright. There seems to be no effect. You cast this off and it washes over the sides. Doesn't seem to have done anything.
Damn it. Alright.
So it's not an illusion.
Well, I'll do a level 3 one, a normal one on the object. Do I have to touch the object? I'm guessing.
No, it's just a range of 120 feet.
Okay.
Uh,
I'll do it on the device now.
okay. As you cast this, almost like I'm gonna need you to roll a d20 plus your charisma.
21.
21. As you cast this, you can see for a moment through this warbling's mass an eye moves and then face. A dragonborn's face. That turns to look at you.
Is it one I seen before?
I
Briefly.
Briefly seen?
You would have only seen them for a brief moment back when your journey started at Greenest.
Damn.
A black dragonborn in a purple gown, almost. Resmir. He points a finger towards you,
Uh-oh.
and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Bye.
Not if I get this nat. Wow, well, nat 20.
Okay. You take half damage.
Oh God. Don't tell me, Tyler.
I need 7.
Well, wait a second. Here's a question. If he's casting Dispel Magic on this orb, does this magic interfere with that? He's now dispelling this magic?
No. After this, from the fingertips, almost this blackened tendril shoots off and collides with Ryder. You stand back up, you seem fine. The orb
Yeah.
dissipates, and it is gone.
Was that? I think that was a scrying orb.
You would know, scrying orbs don't allow you to cast magic through them, and are generally invisible.
Oh. That's weird.
Are you alright, buddy?
I feel fine. Though
Well, you-
feeling is an understatement for me.
You always feel fine. That's the problem.
Alright, I look towards him. How do I look?
I need a legitimate question from you. What's your maximum hit
Your-
points?
95.
95. Okay. It's
You
good you
wouldn't.
saved.
Right?
It's good you saved.
Oh, I
That's
see.
all. That's all I'll say.
Really, yeah.
That's all I'll say.
It's something I
was
did
like,
in campaign not too long
wasn't it?
ago.
Power
That's a
kill.
That's a fucking finger of death.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
You're trying to turn him into a little zombie.
Exactly what he's doing.
So you go up and you check over him, and his body is ravaged,
He's
almost
fine.
withered beyond recognition.
Damn, he is a zombie.
Yeah. Feel fine.
You okay?
Am I still the sexiest guy in the party?
No.
Yeah.
His
No.
body, his
You look like
skin
you're
is of
95.
a typically darkish hue.
That's good. I'm younger.
Damn.
5 in human years.
And
Like,
with,
at the end of your life.
and with that, I think that's a good place for us to stop.
Wait a second.
So,
Guys, help! I've been kidnapped!
so thank you everybody
Yeah.
so much for watching. We will see you again in another Mr. Adventures. Take care now.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.